StarLab enables us to record or log measured data for further analysis or even just for record keeping. Let's look at how we perform data logging. We first go to the log setup icon. When we click on that, we come to the log settings window. The default selection is to log one screen of data, which in our case, looking at the value of the time axis that we've chosen, would mean 1 minute of data. If we deselect that, other options become available. We could set it up to log and then stop after a preset timeout period or after a preset number of measurements. We're going to leave it on logging one screen of data. By opening the Browse button, we would select where the recorded log file will be stored. To begin the log, we press what looks like a play button, the Start Log, and the progress window shows us the progress of the logging as it takes place. We can stop the log early if we choose. It tells us where the file was saved to. The stopping the log does not interfere with the graphical output, but it does stop the process of recording the data. We can click on the Log File Location button, and then we can open up one of the log files, and it opens up by default as a text file. And here we see the information about the logging that took place, the settings that were used, the statistical information, and the data points, each with their timestamp. If we select Log Notes, we will be able to add text notes to a log file. For example, experiment number 3, date, etc. We can view the file by clicking on File, Open, and double-clicking on the file. That file opens and shows us graphically the data that was recorded. Of course, we cannot change measurement parameters because we're looking at data that was recorded from a measurement that has already taken place. But we can adjust how we look at this data by changing the X and Y axes or the graph type. We can also, by left-clicking and dragging, zoom in on an area of interest. If we left-click and drag anywhere in the reverse direction, it takes us back to the original graph position. We exit out from here, not from here, that would close the application, but from here, that closes a log file and returns us to the main measurement screen. We can also open up a file in text format by clicking Open File as Text. When we do that, the file opens up as a text file, exactly as we saw previously. The data can also be viewed in other formats, for example, in Excel format. In order to do that, we would have to log the file in an Excel-friendly format. We would do that by going to Options, Preferences, Logging, and then select Excel-friendly format as opposed to standard format. Opening a file in Excel would enable us to make use of the calculation and other functions that are available using Excel or other applications. If we were connected to an instrument such as the Vega or Nova 2, which have onboard data logging capability, then we would be able to upload instrument files. Right now that is not offered, but if we were connected to such a device, this icon would be active, and we could then go into the instrument's data file area and upload the appropriate logged data file and display it in the StarLab application. There are just a few advanced functions that we're going to briefly look at. We've looked at zeroing, calibrate, line frequency in a previous video segment. Turbo mode enables us to make full use of the power of the instrument and record pulses at the maximum pulse repetition rate that's being measured by the sensor, as opposed to sampling the pulses at a lower frequency.